All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ready? You ready? Mike 54.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
This is Deontay Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Falcons nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And right away, he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 2nd and 16, Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18. And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Foreman. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big-time ramble there by Foreman. 63 yards.
It's a gain of 63 yards. And the Saints first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Saints 14, Falcons 0.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Hey, Tuesday.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
We got this.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's get it.
36-yard line.
Ready.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Here goes 21, 21.
Breeze now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Breeze now to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
23 yards the pickup there. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Brings up third down.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And this is complete. It's Allen. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Sets up third down and goal.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on third and goal.
80 weapon. Deuce. Check 43. Check hot route. Hot.
From the gun, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Bryant is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A loss of 4 yards. It's second down.
Ready, 95-56.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, whoa. Mike 5-4. Mike 5.
Hey, orbit. Here we go.
54.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready. Mike 54. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Undercrush. Kill. 5-9. 11.
Breeze now on first down. Off to Thomas on the left side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Check 4, check 4.
Toss play, Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54 miles.
Exit, exit. Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. On the move to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
25, check 25, check 25.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
4 down, check, 4 down. Check 31, check 31.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Ryan now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And some room to work. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ricky Ortiz, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try it.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing again. Ryan. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Ryan now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. A 10th carry for Kamara. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Foreman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You ready? Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Again, it's Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Oh, yeah.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah. 5-1. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mike 5-4. Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Hey, express.
56.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
56.
3rd and long, it's Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That's caught inside the 20. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Mike 54. Mike
53.
Now the former Oregon man. This is Kenyon Barner. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
On 2nd down now, Foreman. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check 3, check 3. Check.
To throw, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Kill. 14.
Kill, turn up.
On first down, Breeze. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Hey, easy.
Now Barner. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Saints first down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready. 95, 56. I got it. Kill. 54 is mine.
Breeze now on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Hey, kill.
Here's Breeze. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, express.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw again on second down, Ryan. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
21.
Give me some.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run it now with Barner. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They run again with Barner. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he finds Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They run. Devontae Freeman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Well, this pass complete. Ryan finding Hardy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Ito Smith, his 1st carry. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. On 3rd down, Ryan. A quick hitter, complete. It's Hardy. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, Foreman. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Please on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 49-yard line.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for New Orleans, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.